to Captivity Television. I'm Natasha.
How fits?
Today we're going to be discussing Famously Single because we like this show.
Yeah, it comes on E.
Now, before we get into the discussion, we need y'all to subscribe to this video, or to our channel, I should say, and get into it.
Yeah, and also like, share, all that good shit. Take it away, sis.
So I watched the first episode, and I was just like, I'm gonna follow this show because I liked some of the personalities from it, and then it made me feel differently about some other personalities from the show that I did not necessarily care for previously. Mm-hmm. And some of the people that are on the show is Aubrey O'Day, Brandy Glanville, Pauly D.
Mm-hmm. We got Josh Murray.
Yeah.
Samaya from Love Hip Hop New York.
Yeah.
Jessica White, who's a model who is gorgeous.
Yeah, I love her. And then we have so much style on the show already.
Gorgeous. And then we have Kalum Beat. He's a TV personality, or Best Beat.
Yes.
Yeah,
Best,
he's a TV personality and / model who I've never seen before.
He's from the UK. So we're into it. So in the first episode, it's you just getting to know them and what their relationship history is, and you're just trying to get a feel of who they are as far as relationships go. And they went out for this first episode, and they were kind of watched by their dating coaches, but they were not aware of these dating coaches, and they went to the club, and they had they got into a situation. I wanted to jump right into this.
No, but so you jumping in. We even said the title of the damn thing.
I did. Famously Single.
Oh no, we didn't say the title of the episode. The title of the episode was
What Are Those? Right. Yeah. So in this club incident is where the What Are Those happened, and it was so much you could
so I'm gonna rewind back a little bit because sis jumped right into the club situation. So the first scene, like you said, they were introducing everybody. We got to pretty much know their personalities and who they are and why are they famous. So they did like a speed date. So pretty much all the celebrities, and I use that loosely, sat across from each other and got to know each other, and like I said, say what they do and what were they in and all this shit. I literally initially did not feel any sizzle or any connections there, because I was thinking to myself before, when she first told me about the show, I was thinking somebody's gonna hit on somebody because they are all pretty good looking people. I mean, there is the exceptional one or two, but for the most part they are pretty kind of sexy. But that didn't happen the first scene. The first scene, they just kind of really didn't even flirt. They just talked about what they did and why they were famous, or why they are celebrities. Maybe I should say why they're famous. They're not really celebrities. Why they're famous. So fast forward to what she said about the club scene. So they went to the club, all hung out. They were all turning up, drinking, and just having a good time. It looked like. Do you want me to talk about the incident?
Okay,
so I'm gonna go ahead and go into the incident. So the incident was between Brandy from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, whom I love. I love her little personality. I know sis said she couldn't.
I didn't like her on Apprentice. She was on Donald Trump's Apprentice.
Okay, I didn't see her on
Celebrity
that show.
Apprentice, and she just rubbed me the wrong way, and I was just nah, I don't really.
Yeah, you wasn't really
too much care for her.
Yes, I like her on Beverly Hills. I love how she fucked with Lisa Vanderpump. I thought it was hilarious. So anyway, the altercation was between Brandy and Samaya. Samaya, whom looks completely different. She looks amazing. She looks just great. She has this whole new body. Her teeth was always kind of fake. Like I said, she lost a lot of weight. Her hair looks different. She's she got a little money now. She just looks really polished. So the reason why the altercation happened, Brandy was talking to some guy, I'll just call him Pink Shirt. Brandy was talking to Pink Shirt, and Pink Shirt was sitting there, communicating with Brandy. So I guess he kind of floated away from the crowd, and then eventually ended up right back there. By this time, Samaya and Pauly D, who I don't see what the big attraction of him is, no. But so Samaya and Pauly D was in there, and Pauly D started clowning them, saying the whole where are those, and that big thing about the shoe thing, which I think is so
joke or
I think it's so
whatever.
corny. I think it's so corny. And so Brandy was just kind of sitting back. She didn't say anything. You know, Samaya was sitting back, and then eventually Samaya goes, "You just need to get the fuck away from here." And when I saw that, I was like, "What the
She
fuck?"
insists that she was being nice with her, saying it in that manner, which is a total
lie.
No,
Yeah,
there's no way you're being kind.
You first of all
saying,
use a
"Get the fuck away
curse
from my table."
word. Use a curse word right there off top. Anytime you use a curse
already
word, it's a
gonna
little
be,
aggressive. It's not kind. You know,
seen as abrasive.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, you know, and so you can kind of tell the guy kind of tucked his tails in between his leg and kind of like felt like, whoa, you know, because that was a little bit much. You know, you just didn't get the fuck away from it.
And I just feel like they were just doing extra for the cameras,
Of course,
because you're famous and you feel like I don't care. They tried to deny it when they went into group that he was, you know, being like, I'm above you because I'm a celebrity.
Right.
He tried to deny it in group, but no, that's exactly where your head was.
That, she fast forward,
like always, like
she ready to talk about it.
Like, it's no way that you can tell. Like, you can sit there and say that you wasn't picking on him because he's not where you're at, pretty much, and he don't. Like, even if you don't like what he has on, like, why do you feel like it's okay for you to talk down on me? I can afford what you have.
Right.
Like, so what? Like, am I less of a perfect person because of that?
Right.
Like, I still gotta breathe air just like you do. Like, don't talk to me like that.
It definitely was extreme. So I'm winding back. So it's gonna go ahead and she's gonna foreshadow shit. So I'll just rewind it back to where Samaya and Brandy end up getting into it. So they end up letting out the club. After words were exchanged between Brandy and Samaya, you know, 'cause she was just like looking at her like, damn. So they get outside the club and she was like, you know, that wasn't cool. Brandy was like, that wasn't cool what happened inside the club. And Samaya's all like, well, what happened? What, you know, just real like, rolling neck and shit. And then Brandy was just like, that wasn't cool. She was like, you know, you're not supposed to speak to anybody like that. Like, you still have to show respect to people. You don't have to be rude, which I completely agreed with 110%, because at the end of the day, you guys are famous. Like you said, they're famous. They're famous from reality shows. They don't have anything underneath their belt other than reality shows. Besides the model, there is a model, there is an ex-NFL player. But at this point, we're going to look at them as reality stars. So that's pretty much your title to fame. You know, I mean, and Aubrey, sorry, I don't want to downgrade
She's
her.
still on a reality show. Yeah. You know her from Making the Band.
Yeah, we know her from Making the Band, and then Danny Kane.
We haven't got to that. You haven't got to that episode yet, but you're gonna get into it. I'm gonna touch on it on the next episode.
Which will be coming up.
It's coming up. We're about to do the next one right after we finish this video.
So that happened. So then they end up going home. You know, of course, this whole setting is where they all stay in the same house. It's pretty much like any other reality show star that has a bunch of people on the cast, to where they went out this match and they all live there. They end up, Brandy and Samaya still going at it. They're still going at it, and Brandy fucking clowned her. And if anybody knows Brandy does not play any games, because Brandy on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she did not give a fuck. She speaks what she wanted. She speaks what's on her mind. She speaks what she wanted to say.
That's one thing I can't say about her.
Yeah, I love that shit about her, because she's not back down because somebody is some broad from New York or wherever the fuck she's from. So she just was like, the only reason why you're famous is because of them. You're famous because of people. People tune into your reality show, and that's why you're famous. She was like, before you were here, I didn't know who you were. Right. I just was like,
and
damn.
Technically,
it's the fucking truth. Because literally, what she did, only one season of fucking Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I mean, not Hollywood, New York. Like one fucking episode. Now
I didn't even know who she was, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, she looks completely different. You guys,
she does, and I only could say she looked different because they did a side by side, pretty much.
And she doesn't look like the same girl. So pretty much summing up the damn show, it was this one wasn't really that interesting because
it's the introduction show.
So they sat down with the counselor, and the counselor just said, "This is where sis kicked in at." The counselor asked what happened.
They have a group thing at the end every time. I guess every episode they're gonna have a group discussion of what happened during their exercise. They do exercise every episode as well, and so.
Which was the club.
Yeah. And they met their coaches, their relationship coaches. And so, I guess in the next episode, we're going to see
when everything takes place.
All that play out, how they met their coaches, and how they were talking to them without knowing that they were talking to them and stuff. But,
And like she said, Pauly D did try to act like he didn't say, like it was no big deal. He gonna say, "Oh, I wasn't trying to embarrass him."
Right.
What? Time out. That whole prank, everybody knows. Fucking, that's all on Instagram. What are those? That is to embarrass someone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so over this culture of just feeling like you can embarrass somebody. Like that's so fucking whack to me. It's
Bullying,
lame.
pretty
It's
much.
corny. It's late. It's like don't do that shit. And like you said, it is fucking bullying. At the end of the day, that's being a bully. When you sit there and put somebody on the spot for their less comings or them not being able to afford maybe what you have on, that's fucked up. What if somebody laugh at your fucking orange tan? Like, come on, like, Pauly D, like, come on, nigga, like,
I'm just kidding.
like, come on, like, don't do that to someone, because you can clearly tell, yes, I do understand that what they were saying in the group saying, they were saying that people do gravitate towards when they see cameras, which is completely normal. That's normal. People like to be seen, whatever, that's expected, but at the end of the day, aren't you guys reality stars?
Right.
So the same thing they're doing is what you guys done. You guys just end up being on a fucking show. So don't try to act like you're better than someone because you're a reality star. Like, stop it. So let me cool down. We're pretty much done here. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching us
and subscribing
and liking and sharing and commenting. I hope you guys go ahead and tune in to the show. It comes on
Tuesdays at 10.
At 10.
That's West Coast time, though.
West Coast, yeah. So you guys have to check
check your local listings.
Yeah, and it's called Famously
Famously
yeah. So go ahead and check it out. And like we said, thanks for liking,
First
watching,
season
and
of it.
everything. So we'll see you guys in a minute. All right, bye guys.